I've got a challenge for you. Look at the CELPIP writing. This is task 2. I'm going to tell you the word limit is perfect. Paragraphing is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. You have your opinion at the start, opinion at the end, and body 1 and 2 give the description. Look at it, pause the video, look at it, and tell me what marks you think this student is going to get. Okay? Because now we're going to discuss what the mistakes are, how good this is, what are some good things, some bad things, and then we'll see how much you and I disagree or agree. If you and I agree, that means we both followed the examiner marking criteria and we are aware of what we need to do. We know the doables. If we disagree, you say the student is going to score this much and I say this much, then you have a lot of concepts you need to learn. Let's have this experiment done in this video and practically apply our skills. Okay, the question basically was about your local library, and there were two options. Should it have a technology hub or quite steady spaces? So the student chose the technology hub. Right away, I'm going to tell you that the introduction and the conclusion are good. Okay, minor grammar mistakes, but they are good. The opinion is stated at, on top and it's rephrased at the end. One thing the student keeps doing that you will see here, like L and L of local library capital, technology hub capital, and quite steady spaces, these things capital, it's because these were the terms given in the question and you should not capitalize them in the answer. Don't do that because it's not a title. It's not a name or a company name. Those were the options and that's why they were made important in the question. But when you put it into paragraphs, you have to not capitalize it unless it's a title or a name. Okay, so those are some grammar mistakes we saw. Now let's look at the body paragraphs. That's where the interesting things happen. The student starts by talking about this selection and they are talking about the technology hub. So the student says, this selection becomes clear when examining the flexibility in services. Okay, my goal always is that this sentence in body 1 should have your topic, which is why this is called the topic sentence. Does it have the topic, like the main idea you're gonna explain? Yeah, it does. It's the flexibility in services. So if you would have said something like, this selection becomes clear because of many reasons, that's where I'm gonna tell you you're being too general, not specific. There is no topic, but here you actually have the topic, so that's good. Now, we start here with the first elaboration. With a wide range of modern equipment, residents can use whichever meets their needs. Okay, so I want to continue reading to see if I could get a more clear idea of what she's saying. But now the next word is moreover, and she's moving on to another point. So at this point, this idea is done. The flexibility thing is what we were discussing. And now the second sentence should really elaborate how will you be flexible. And it says there's modern equipment, residents can use whichever meets their needs. I don't really understand how that's answering the elaboration of flexibility. So there's a disconnect. That's one problem. The second problem is within this sentence itself, I feel like there's something really missing, and that is an actual example as to how this thing would work. So you have a wide range of modern equipment. Residents can use whichever meets their needs. Like what? Can you give an example? Is it something like you have robotics there in the library or online searches are better? What is it? And if it's multiple things, you really have to narrow it down to one specific thing. It always should be one specific point explained that you can tell is very specific. It has one central focus. For example, if I say that the library is implementing flexibility in its search engines through AI, with a wide range of AI bots now included with the library subscription, people are able to use language models to search up the titles and even get summaries of books before they choose them. Okay, so now that's specific. It's centered around how AI is going to help in the library, and that is how the technology hub benefits. That is missing, that central concept. Let's see if this gets better. So the next point is, moreover, the library can also collect service fees for each time used to improve overall quality amenities, a little grammar mistake there, and increase several staff for prompt customer service in the library. Okay, this will overall bring advantages to everyone. Now, that last sentence, I don't like it right away because it's too general. It's this kind of sentence could go in the conclusion, but over here you still want to be specific. You're using less words because we have to conserve it in 150 to 200 words. I don't want to waste any sentence like this. I would instead use this sentence to further explain this. And to do that, I need to fix this first, okay? The benefit that I understood you are trying to mention is collecting service fees. Okay, so you will collect service fees for each time used to improve the overall quality and increase several staff for prompt customer service. Look, I'm okay even up to this point because it's still talking about monetary gain. So if I get fees, maybe I would have said more about how it would benefit the library, it would help employees with bonuses, and it could give some profit back to the library. So I would really center it around the finances. But okay, if you want to say fees which will improve amenities and increase staff, I still am okay because you're talking about, look, we're going to get this money, it's going to help with this. It's still centered around money. That's the idea. But then if you add something like this, customer service, it's a separate point. That's going to cause confusion, and it's a task response error. It's a coherence error too. And because this has happened, I want to remove this. And if I have room to do another sentence, I would again bring back the idea of the finance. I would say something like, therefore, financially, it will be of great benefit to the library. So now it's specific. Financially, it's beneficial. And it's relevant to what I said earlier. It's not going to be a general sentence. It's going to be specific, related to my actual point. So you really want to make your point specific. This point should have been specific. That would have been one point, and this point would be the second point. Again, focused on one thing. Right now, it's too many things being said. Let's see if body 2 is any better. Surely, creating quite steady spaces provides huge benefits to a certain group of residents, such as students and working adults in our community. Likewise, it is low maintenance, which only requires a few staff. There's a problem here, guys. One problem is you are now saying too many positive things about the other opinion. This is not IELTS, this is CELPIP. In CELPIP, we don't discuss both sides. You can mention something about the other side, positive, but keep it very brief. If you're, for example, using it as a transition to your point, then it's fine, but you keep it brief. You could say, surely creating quite steady spaces can be beneficial, nevertheless, it's limited. And then talk about the limitation. That's your main focus. Your main focus, at least in half of this paragraph, should not be the benefit of the other side. So this is a structure issue. And this is the place where the student did mention the negativity, the negative points about this other option, which is what we're supposed to do. But this compared to the positive is much lesser. The positive is more, the negative is less. You want to be more negative throughout the body. Most of your body should be negative, bashing the other side, because that's the opinion we did not choose. Okay, again, a structural issue. Let's look at the actual point itself. Nevertheless, it is limited to the elders in the community. Okay, fine, good point. Given that more than half of the households are in their 50s, this option is clearly impractical to most residents. Perfect. That I actually like. It's centered around one specific point, which is the elderly and the age group problem. So that's good. I like it among everything else. And those are the problems that one would not see when one reads it initially. But this is how the examiner will be dissecting your task response coherence, and we haven't even gotten to grammar and vocab yet. If you do have some comments about this writing's vocab and grammar, or any other suggestions, whatever you think should be improved further, comment down below, let me know. But make sure to work on these things when you write the next time. And please like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk soon. Take care.